Get ready to drop this shit like this, man. Y'all check this dope shit out.
With the over fender off, you guys can see that we have a lot of positive camber, which is terrible. Obviously, this is because I raised it up, and also I was trying to get close to 0 at my previous settings, height-wise. So we have toe in and positive camber. I'm looking at the witness marks, and it only rubs like right here and right here. So I need to figure out a way to bend this one part up.
Get ready to drop this shit like this, man. Y'all check this dope shit out.
Alright, so it started raining. I'm just cleaning up a bit right now. Sorry if you can barely hear me over the rain, but I need to adjust. Wow. I'm gonna adjust the camber a bit. I'm gonna eye it and just match both sides. I'm gonna pull out some positive camber. So this is a PBM or Part Shot Max toe arm, and then this is an ISR Pro rear upper control arm, which is what adjusts my camber. Don't forget that when I drop the car down and the coilover compresses, it's gonna add in a tiny bit of negative camber, so I don't wanna perfectly set it up in the air. That bubble right there is on the 1. I'm gonna get that to the 0. When the suspension compresses and it adds negative camber, I'll be sitting around a good amount. All right, so I just finished tightening up the rear upper control arms. I went through with the tire marker and marked everything, so if I want to do a bolt check, I can make sure that nothing's loose. But the wheels have to go back on because I don't have a gauge to measure toe, obviously, so I have to eye the toe. You can see those white marks probably on both arms. I did that on both sides, like I mentioned before, so I can just quickly check and make sure nothing's backing off in the future. Look at the toe difference now. Right now there's 6 bolts. It's a bolt and a nut with a washer, and those connect the axle to the diff. So basically that's where the inner boot is. There's a lot of grease. My ratchet and the extension socket are covered in grease. I'm trying my best not to get it on myself. I got 2 bolts and nuts out right now. I just took off the handbrake, rotated the wheels, getting off the 2nd set, and then I'll do the same thing, handbrake down, twist it, handbrake up, get off the 3rd set. That was a lot harder and tighter than I thought, and I'm curious how we're gonna get the new one in. Covered, that whole area covered in grease. This is gonna be a mission because it was hard to get that out, and usually it's easier to take things out than it is to put them in. So this is the new axle. Gotta cut the zip tie and then we can put it in. That wasn't as bad as I thought. Everything looks good. I'm gonna tighten up all the bolts on the inner axle, put the exhaust back on, tighten up the bracket for the emergency handbrake, and then we can put this back on and everything else. I just finished tightening the last 2 bolts. I'm using a marker to mark them, same way I did for the alignment.
Before the final blow was struck, I tore open a portal in time and flung him into the future, where my evil is law. Now the fool seeks to return to the past and undo the future that is Aku.
This is just for now so I can get back on the street and get some skids in or whatever. I banged out everything I could bang out. So my theory, the first time we did our first shakedown, the wheel got chunked up really bad, and that was back when the car was absolutely slammed. It's gotten worse, but I don't think it's from rubbing. I think it's just because the tire was chunked up and I'm drifting on a chunked up tire, so it's just adding on and on to like the damage that the tire's taking on. It just, I like it a lot better now that the slits are kind of pushed inside and then pushed up. Car is ready to go outside again.